Welcome to the Mini Prelim section of the course. I'm quite excited about this section of the course. It's a chance for you to put all the skills you've been learning in the course into practice and to help you get ready for the exam in May. Now, when you hear that word prelim, people have different emotional reactions. We all know that most prelims take place in a room like this. It might be bigger, it could be a big hall in your school, but it's generally rows of desks, everyone's sitting in relative silence, and everyone's scribbling away, writing down their answers as fast as they can. Now, that situation can make some people feel like this, all right? Quite anxious, quite afraid, and it's understandable. It's not, a pleasant position to be in doing a prelim. On the other hand, some people don't get stressed about prelims at all, and they're a little bit more like this, and they're kind of more, oh, you can't study for close reading. Oh, it'll be fine. I'll do my best. I can't do any more than that. And I think that's the opposite end of the spectrum. I think that's too relaxed. I think the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle. Just a small bit of stress kind of makes you perform better. It's the same for athletes and sports people and successful people around the world. But not too stressed. So a little bit of confidence. A bit like this character here, okay? When I look at this picture, if I imagine them sitting in a prelim, I think perfect. Confident because they've done the work, because they've done the study, because they've practiced. But if you look at those eyes, there's still a little bit of nervousness there, a little bit of anxiety. Like, oh, I hope I do well. I hope I do as well as I can. And I think that's the approach you're aiming for. Build your confidence through practice, and a little bit of nerves on the day is absolutely okay. So, prelims, what's the point? Why do we do them? Is it because teachers are these cruel, vindictive creatures that just want to punish pupils and make your lives miserable? Well, no, absolutely not. I would never want anyone in my class to feel miserable. They're there basically to give you a chance to sit the exam before you sit the exam, okay? To put you through the situation. So all the little details like preparing in the morning, what will you eat for your breakfast so that you've got loads of energy but you're not too full, so that you get used to sitting in silence, so you get used to basically what it's like to sit a reasonably long exam under exam conditions. Now, I'm aware that you guys will using this course, because there are a lot of you using this course, are going to be coming at this from different situations. Some of you will be watching this video the night before the exam or 2 or 3 weeks before the exam in May, and you're like, right, I've been practicing all year, I just want to do a prelim, and that's perfect. Fair play if you're at that stage. What you do in that case is, I'll speak to you in a minute. You give yourself a time limit and just do it. However, some of you may be trying this earlier in the year, and you're like, do you know what? I'm not as confident yet as I think I need to be. And in that case, you might do it one question at a time. So do a question, check the answer video. Do a second question, check the answer video, and that's fine. Just pick one approach and stick to it, whatever you do. Don't kind of mix and match. So you can either treat it as more of study and practice and do a question or two at a time, or you can treat it like a proper prelim. This is the passage here. It's shorter than a normal prelim. A normal prelim is 30 marks, normally has about 9-10 questions, because some of the questions have more than one part to them, and lasts 60 minutes. Okay, 1 hour exactly. This prelim is a little over maybe half the length of a normal prelim, in terms of the passage is about half the length, but there's a good few questions there with the 17 marks. I've tried to design this prelim to help you guys as much as possible by giving you loads of different types of questions. So you'll see in there word choice questions, use your own words questions, imagery questions, linking questions, etc., etc. There's loads of different types of questions there. If you get stuck, just plow on. If you're giving yourself a time limit, just plow on, do the best that you can, do the whole prelim, and then go back, check the answer, and if you still don't understand, go back to the relevant section of the course. So if you try an imagery question and it just doesn't go well at all, it's fine. You're only practicing. You only have to get it right in May. Go over the answer video, and then if you're still not sure, go back to the imagery section in the course and just scan through those videos again until you build your confidence. Now, how much time should you give yourself? I would recommend, if you're deciding, I want a proper practice prelim here, about 40 or 45 minutes, all right, in or around that amount of time. That will give you enough time to read the passage, answer the questions, and go over your questions quickly to check them if you're working at the right pace that you should be working for the May exam when it's an hour. So about 45 minutes, maybe a tiny bit less than that, but about 45 minutes is fine. If you're doing it the other way and you just want to do one question, pause, check, you don't really need to set any time limit. Just take your time as you build your confidence. Okay, either way, that's the passage. I would suggest printing it out first. Either, if you're very lucky, you might have a printer at home. I don't have a printer at home myself. You could, on the other hand, you could email your teacher with it and ask them to print it. You could go to your school library if you're lucky enough to have a school library and see if you can get it printed there. But where do you get it? Okay, well, you actually download it from here in the course. So if you look at the left hand side of your screen where all the kind of chapters are and the different areas of the course, like word choice, imagery, you're currently in the Mini Prelim section. And if you scroll down to the bottom of that section, you'll see the downloads. Click in there and you'll be able to download this exact page and print it off for yourself or use it on the screen. I'd recommend printing it off because then you can highlight it, write on it, treat it exactly like you would in the exam. So that's it. Give it a go. The very best of luck. Remember, it's a practice. It's to see where you're improving and to see where you still need to improve. If it doesn't go absolutely perfectly, you will at least have identified, I need to do more work on this type of question, or I need to go back and review that section of the course. And all of that will help you build your confidence so that in May, when you sit the proper SQA exam in May, you're confident and you achieve your potential. And the very best of luck. Good luck.